Shopping is hard, right? But there's a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And she sends just for me pieces. Plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what I love and send back the rest. It's so easy. Personal styling for everyone. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Spotify. That's stitchfix.com/Spotify.
Experience a progressive lens engineered with AI from Essilor, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert. Discover Verilux XR Track and enjoy instantly sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Find your local Essilor expert today at Essilor.com.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I am a month late on this story. I was going to make a video talking about it, but I figured, you know what? Nah, let me just do a podcast episode talking about it. Because I'm like, if I do decide to do the video, I don't know when it's going to get uploaded, and I don't know when it's going to get recorded. So, anyways, but no, there is this TMZ article that came out last month where it's Diddy calling out CNN, saying that CNN had altered that video of him beating the singer Cassie, his ex-girlfriend. And what I'm trying to figure out is, how do you alter that video to where it's showing, like, because what I'm trying to figure out is what part of the video, I guess, is going to prove his innocence. Because as far as I see it, that seemed like that was the main point of the video that CNN wanted us to watch. Now, if there is more to the story, then I'm like, okay, whatever the situation may be, unless it's like, yeah, if they show Cassie putting hands on you, still the way you was going off on her, that don't, it's something where I'm like, I'm really trying to piece it together. I'm like, there wasn't no fair fight. You know, it's like it's one of those things that you would have thought, like, okay, there's cameras probably scattered all throughout that hotel. So if there were videos of her putting hands on you, why did she not do it right then and there when she was trying to leave you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, fam, you know, you gotta really sit down and think about the stuff that you say before you say it, because that just seems silly, you know? But anyways, yeah, let's read this article posted on TMZ's website. But anyways, so they go on to say that CNN is vehemently, that's a new word, denying claims by Diddy's legal team that the cable news network altered footage of him beating Cassie in a hotel hallway and then destroyed the only known copy of the video. My question is what else happened? You know, like, if my thing is this, if you're going to make accusations like that, then you got to tell, like, what happened. So at least then it's like, you know, there could be some evidence that backs it up. But if not, then I'm like, fam, it's just that mysterious, like, oh, well, I ain't going to say nothing until the video comes out. No, bruh, the thing is this. There is absolutely nothing else that can come out, I guess, surrounding this situation. You put hands on this girl and she didn't want nothing to do with you. How can one alter that, you know? So, and then, yeah, but anyways, so TMZ continues. A spokesperson for CNN tells TMZ CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested. We broke the story. Diddy's defense team claims Thursday in new court docs that CNN purchased the video showing Diddy attacking Cassie in the hallway of the Intercontinental Hotel in LA. Diddy's camp claims CNN took the only known copy of the hotel surveillance footage and uploaded it into a free editing software, altered the video, and then destroyed the original footage. Here's the thing, you know, from my just content creating expertise, you know, my little history with content creating. When you use free editing software, there's not a whole lot that you can do with that. If you're thinking along the lines like, oh, they altered it, like it's some AI technology or some sort of, no, bruh. That wasn't no thing back in 2016 when it happened. So, and then on top of that, it's like, if you're like, all right, because what I'm trying to piece together is like, what part of the video is altered? Like, what are you getting at? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, that's what I mean by people when they want to be mysterious with things. I'm like, fam, just flat out say what happened. It's like, have somebody on your legal team speak on your behalf. If it's bad, then I'm like, fam, if there's more to the story, then it needs to be told. But as far as I know, we seen everything that we needed to see. And then with all the other stuff that's surrounding your name, I mean, it just seems like that whatever could have possibly, like, whatever Cassie could have possibly did to get him to that point, fam, was his reaction really worth it? Like, that's something where I'm like, okay, let's say it's an example. They're just throwing out like numerous examples. Let's say, I'm with this girl, she cheats on me. I'm not gonna put hands on her. Let's say she cuts up a favorite pair of my like Jordans. Let's say it's like a sentimental Jordan that my parents had bought for me. I'm not gonna put hands on her. I'll be petty and cut up her stuff, but I'm not gonna be putting hands on her and stuff. I'm trying to think of some other situations. I have to say the only thing that would be grounds for me putting hands on her and doing what Diddy did to Cassie is if she put hands on my parents. I'll have to say that would probably be my parents, family, sibling. I'm like, yeah, it's it's just one of those things where I'm all like, I don't think I would do what Diddy did, but it'd definitely be one of those things where I'm like, yeah, it's, you know how like security, they'll like grab a hold of a person and then they just toss them up out of somewhere. That's as far as it's gonna go. But it's like, and the thing is this, I guess like for me to do what Diddy did, you would have to be trying to kill me. So it's something where I'm like, but I feel like in his position, and I know I can't really talk on his position, I've never been in his position before, but when you sit down and think about it, you're this music mogul, you have all this money behind you, you got all these hits behind you. I'm saying like, you can have this long, successful career, but you decide to throw it all away because of what? I'm saying, like, I don't know if it's drugs, I don't know if it's alcohol, I don't know what it is, but you threw your career away. I must say that much about Diddy. You threw your career away, and it all started. The first step to you throwing your career away was having these Diddy parties, of course. But then it was that day in 2016 where you decided to put hands on Cassie. You probably could have gotten even further with them Diddy parties. But it's probably, you know what, the thing is this, and I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but that situation between him and Cassie, it seemed like it was almost meant to happen, because I feel like now, like, he can be, stopped for the stuff that he's doing. I'm saying, like, hearing some of these things that these about these Diddy parties, I'm like, now I don't know if all the stuff that I've heard and seen is true, but the stuff that I have heard and seen, if it is true, yeah, it's something where I'm like, I know I shouldn't come out and say this, but I'm glad that video had happened and it came out. Of course, the situation, it's very messed up, and I really do hope Cassie is in a better place, but at the same time, if it has hit her that, like, you're a lot of people's hero right now, like, that's how I'm more so looking at it. I'm more so looking at it is that she had saved a lot of people, from before and up till now. Because imagine if that video would have never came out. Imagine if just the stuff that he's been doing, he continued. He's still with it. I guarantee and I promise you, if this man was out and about right now and he knew that he didn't have nobody, because I guarantee and I promise you, like, after that video had came out, he wasn't having no more Diddy parties. He wasn't inviting the people that I guess are known for showing up at these Diddy parties, or just, he was laying low. I guarantee and I promise you that bro was laying low. All right. And then, they finally build up a case against him. And then one thing led to another. And this man, he's off up in jail right now. So, but anyways, continuing back to the TMZ article. So they was like, we broke the story, Diddy's claim. Okay, so I read that. Diddy can't claim they took alter. Okay, so yeah, I said that. But they was like, but CNN says Diddy's lawyers have it all wrong. The Cassie beating video came out in May 2024, a few months before the feds arrested Diddy And after the footage was released on CNN, Diddy posted an apology video, which he did. He could, man, the thing is this, and with them bringing that up, that they're pretty much saying he very well could have said that video was altered and that there's more to the video. But I'm like, fam, what? It's a video of you walking to your room. It's a video of Cassie walking to her room. I mean, what it, and you know what? I think what it is that he wants them to show a part of the video where they're both together. Like, oh yeah, we were hanging out all day and stuff. But I'm like, okay, but that people don't care about that. People don't care about you guys walking around holding hands, hanging out and stuff. Yeah, anybody can fake that. And then you get behind closed doors and then you want to act another way, like pretty much with the video that we seen of him where he was putting hands on her. But it's like, that's what people wanted to see. You know, and if I guess like, and I'm thinking along the lines, that's probably what he wanted. He's all like, oh, I want you guys to show the part of the video where we were holding hands and we were leaving that hotel room. Fam, people don't care about that. They care about, like, if, you know, because my thing is this. Let's say if that situation never, or I guess like there wasn't no cameras to catch it, what else could have possibly happened? I'm saying it could have been a situation where she might not even have been alive to tell her story and stuff. So that's why I'm like, you know, you posted that apology video for a reason. You had every opportunity to talk on whether that video was altered. Now it's like, and you know that video is going to be used against you while you facing your trial. So overall, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm all like, fam, you posted an apology video. If there was something altered or not right with that video, you very well could have came out and said it when you was free and stuff. But anyways, then they go on to say, in the selfie video apology, Diddy looked into the camera and said, it's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was effed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. Yeah, you know, and when I watched that apology video, I didn't believe it. You know, again, using my content creating expertise, I've seen a lot of different content creator apology videos. And here's the thing, like, I'm gonna just demonstrate it just with the sound of my voice. I'm like, if you guys want me to do a video showing you guys what a fake apology video looks like, I will very well do that video. But I'm just gonna do it with my voice. Now, if you truly do mean an apology video, you're gonna be very, what's the words that I'm looking for? You're gonna be feeling a certain way. So, like, okay, so, like, let's say, for an example, I get caught up in some stuff, right? And then, like, everybody, the spotlight's on me. People are all like, hey, you know, what do you guys say for yourself? And I'm like, man, you know, I was really in a bad spot. And I do apologize for all that stuff. I'm not going to come out and say anything later. I'm not going to come out and say anything afterwards. I'm like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I really do hope that they have it in their heart to forgive me. I'm not trying to manipulate them. I'm not trying to do absolutely nothing to their thought process. If they feel a certain way about me, I understand that. And I do apologize. But when you watch Diddy, and that's how it ends scene, all right? But anyways, when you watch Diddy, because I remember when that video came out, and he's like he's sighing, and he's like, I was messed up. I'm like, and here's the thing, if for those that don't know, I'm like, Diddy done played in some movies and TV shows. There was actually the one movie that he did where I think he was like Halle Berry's husband or boyfriend or something, and he was getting ready to get executed. Who else was in there? Billy Bob Thornton. I can't think of the name of that movie, but I do remember him being in there and stuff. But anyways, I'm like, yeah, bro done played in some movies. So you very well, and that's the thing where just comparing his apology video to like videos I've seen of people where it's like, even there was the one guy I remember that made videos on me, and it was like the videos were so acted out. And that's how I personally felt with that apology video after after that CNN, or when they posted the video of him beating Cassie. I'm like, and when he posted his apology, I'm like, fam, that's an act. I remember when that video came out, and I was like, I don't believe that. Then I'm like, you guys go back and watch that video, and you tell me what you personally think about it. But I'm like, I think he was acting in that video. I don't think he meant that apology, because my thing is this. If you know what, and just to even add to, like, let's say if I'm in that situation, I'm in his shoes, it wouldn't have taken CNN to post that video of me beating Cassie. I would have apologized before the video even got leaked out. I think, now thinking back, I'm like, how I would have did that video. I'm like, it would have just been a random video where I've been like, hey, so there, you know, and they probably would have been like right after, because they did break up at some point in time. When did they broke up? Hold on for a second, because I feel like my PC, it might be cursed if I look up Diddy's name, so I'm gonna look up Cassie personal life, married. It's okay, so there's all like from 2007 to 2018. So
get ready for Netflix's gripping new medical drama, Pulse. Set in a cutting-edge Miami trauma center, third-year resident Dr. Danny Sims is unexpectedly thrust into a promotion when beloved chief resident Dr. Xander Phillips gets suspended. Then, with the emotional and physical stakes at their highest, a storm will push the hospital and its residents to their limits. Witness how life can change in a heartbeat when you're operating under pressure. Watch Pulse April 3rd, only on Netflix.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Hold on for a second, I'm like reading some other stuff, but anyways, all right, so 2018. So I'm like, it definitely would have been in 2018 where it had been a random video where overall, hold on first, because I'm getting distracted by wrestling. I'm a little bit of a wrestling fan. I know I should have been focused and paying attention to this episode, but I'm like, you know, I gotta watch my wrestling and stuff. I just gotta see what's going on real quick. But anyways, but no, overall though, I'm like, it would have just been a random video in 2018 where I'm like, hey, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that me and Cassie, we broke up. All right. Now, there was an incident where we were in a hotel room, or we were in a hotel hallway, or just overall a hotel, and I put hands on her. And I realized that I hurt her. And that's something that I shouldn't have done. You know, it's all like, I'm old enough to know. And it's like, and that's somewhere I'm like, I know my, like the female figures in my life, like mom, sibling, you know, other female figures in my life. I know that they will see that and they ain't gonna be proud of me. They ain't gonna be, you know, and that's not the legacy I want to leave behind. So I'm like, I do hope it, you know, the thing is this, because I was like, this is something that I'll come out and say. I'm like, I know it ain't the time to be talking on no stuff like that, but I remember back when I was younger, Cassie was a celebrity crush. So if I have an opportunity to be with Cassie, I know she's currently married right now, got kids, and she's happily married. But I'm just saying, if I'm in Diddy's shoes, I'm like, it wouldn't have been though. It would have been us playing around. I'm like, it wouldn't have been no actual seriously me putting hands on her. We probably would have been running around in that hallway playing tag or something. I'm like, that's the video that would have came out. People are like, this grown man off up in this hallway playing tag with his girlfriend. I'm like, I'll do it again. I'm like, point me into the direction of a big old giant hotel and see why I rent out that hotel just so me and my significant other, me and her can play tag. I'm like, so yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't even mean my own apology, because I know I wouldn't go out and do no stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, Diddy, on the other hand, you know, that's one thing about people like him, is that he's on a serious power trip, you know, and people like him that be on that power trip, it's like something takes over their head, and it just puts them in this altered mindset where, yeah, you know, his head, in his words, yeah, his head was it was in a effed up state in things. But yeah, overall, I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, his words, not mine. All right, yeah, that's what he said. All right, but anyways, I know the kids be listening, so I'm like, I'm not saying what you think I'm saying. I'm just repeating what he said. All right, but anyways, jokes aside though, I'm like, nah, man. He's somebody where I'm like, maybe this situation that because if he comes out of this whole case thing like not guilty, and all this stuff gets thrown out, this needs to be a serious eye-opener that you need to change your life. Because I'm saying this could have very well been a situation where you could have lost it all. You could have lost your, probably, because how much is he worth? And I'm pretty sure he got a lot more money in the account from what he's worth. But anyways, net worth, let's see. As of February 21st, 2025, Diddy's net worth is estimated to be $300 million, though it's likely to decrease due to legal bills and settlement. Why did I think he was like more? I don't know why. I thought he was like in the like billions or something. Dang. 300 million. He probably, if anything, he probably, because you guys sit down and think about it. He had his record label. So hold on for a second. Let me, dang, I don't really like opening up his name on my PC. I'm like, nah, man. But anyways, but no, labels, Bad Boy. Okay, let's see all the different roster. So there's like current Janelle Monáe is signed to his record label. Wow. I wonder if she's probably trying to hurry up and get up out of that. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's something I didn't. But so anyways, so it's him, his son, and I think this might be, wasn't it? Because he was all like it was his adopted son. All right. So, but anyways, but the former names, I'm like Biggie being one of probably the biggest. So it's like you guys sit down and think about all these different artists that you done had signed to your label, where I imagine you have some sort of ownership to their music. You're making a little bit of money off of it and stuff. So you got Craig Mack, the Notorious B.I.G., may he rest in peace. Same with Craig Mack. Faith Evans, Total, 112, Mace, Tanya Trotter, Mario Winas, I think that's how you say their name, The Locks, Styles, Jadakiss, Black Rob, may he rest in peace, Carl Thomas, Shine, Mark Curry, not the Mark Curry that we all know, but it's a different Mark Curry, because hold on for a second, let me just make sure of it, that it ain't the because there's the actor, not that actor, not the one that was in the Jamie Foxx show and he had his own show and stuff, but it's a different Mark Curry and things. But anyways, Kane, Dream, G-Dep, Loon, The Band, Fuzzbubble, 8Ball and MJG, Foxy Brown, Boys in the Hood, Cherry Dennis, Kalina Harper, I think. New Edition. New Edition was signed to Bat. Wow. All right. I mean, hey, I ain't even questioning it. You know, it's like, they were 3 years. Wow. All right. But anyways, Red Cafe, B5, Young Jock. That's crazy. All right. Gorilla Zoe, Dana T. Kane, King Los, Day 26, Elephant Man, Donnie Klang, Cassie, Pitbull, bro, for a year. That's crazy. Christian Daniel, Jody Breeze, Machine Gun, French Montana. I feel like, that would make sense. See, that's not surprising. Machine Gun Kelly, though, that's surprising seeing him being signed to Bad Boys and stuff. But anyways, I guess he had like a band, the Hitman, as a production team for Bad Boy Records. The collective consists of several notable producers. Yeah, because there was like Kanye being one of them and things. But regardless, I'm pretty sure he's making money off of those names. So that's something where I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, you through your whole, I mean, if he's found not guilty, then I'm like, you have a chance to like really try to salvage your career and stuff. But overall, I'm like, man, you definitely, it's one of those things where I've been saying that a lot recently, where I'm like a person that is heavily involved in drama. When you get to that point where you're clear of the whole situation, stay out of the drama, bro. Don't do absolutely nothing else that can get yourself into any more trouble. Because it just don't make no sense to where you being in the position that you're in and you're willing to throw it all away for what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.